Hello, welcome to Slow English with Musleh. Today we are going to learn how to introduce ourselves in English and how to start a conversation with someone new. Imagine that today is your first day in a foreign language class. You may feel a little nervous. Maybe you don't know anyone, and maybe you don't even know what your first sentences should be. But don't worry, almost every conversation starts with a simple greeting. There are several ways to greet someone. For example, we can say hello or hi, or we can say good morning or good afternoon. All of these expressions are completely natural and are used by millions of people every day. After saying hello, we usually ask how the other person is doing. For example, we can say, how are you? How are you doing? Or how's it going? All of these are very common expressions. The other person will probably answer, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? And then we can answer, I'm fine too, thank you. Or I'm good, thanks. Or we can say, I'm doing well, thank you. So far, we have only greeted each other and asked, how are you doing? Now it's time to talk a little about ourselves. One of the most common things to do after saying hello is to tell people our name. For example, we can say, my name is John or I'm John. Both sentences are very common and they have the same meaning. After telling our name, we usually ask the other person's name too. For example, we can say, what's your name? Or may I ask your name? The other person tells us their name. For example, I'm Sarah. Then we can say, nice to meet you. Or it's nice to meet you. Or we can even say, pleased to meet you. You don't have to say this every time, but if you do, you will sound more polite and friendly. So far, we have learned how to greet someone, ask how they are, and introduce ourselves. Now, let's move on step future. After learning someone's name, people usually want to know where we are from. So we can say, I'm from Chicago, but no, I live in Boston. Notice that we are giving two different pieces of information here. First, we said where we are from. Then we said where we live now. Because very often these two places are different. Then we can ask the other person, where are you from? For example, they might say, I'm from London. Here's an important tip. If we want our conversation to be friendly and make the other person enjoy talking to us, we shouldn't keep asking questions one after another. It's better to react to what the other person says. For example, we can say, "That's interesting. That's nice. That's great." Or even after they say they are from London, we can say, "Really? I have always enjoyed learning about different cities." These short sentences make the conversation more natural and interesting. Now we can tell the other person a little more about ourselves. For example, we can say, "I am 20 years old and I have lived in Boston for a few years. I really like this city. I am a software engineering student here. I have made some good friends here and I really enjoy student life." After that, we can ask the other person, "How old are you? Are you a student too?" The other person answers, "Yes, I'm a student too, and I am 21 years old." Then we can say, "That's great. So we are both students." These kinds of sentences make the conversation warmer and friendlier. Now that we know each other a little better, we can talk about why we are in this class. This part makes the conversation feel much more natural. For example, we can say, "One of the reasons I am here is that I want to learn more languages. That way, I can meet more people. I can travel to different countries. And I can learn about new cultures. I really love traveling." One more tip. In these sentences, we used the word cultures. Culture means the way people live, think, and do things. After that, we ask the other person, "Why are you taking this class?" The other person answers, "Learning new languages helps me find better job opportunities." Then we can say, "That's a very good reason. Learning a new language can open up many opportunities." One more thing. In these sentences, we use the word opportunity. An opportunity is a chance to do something good or something new. Now we can talk about more topics. For example, we can talk about our hobbies. One more tip. In these sentences, we use the word hobbies. A hobby is something you enjoy doing in your free time. This is usually one of the most interesting parts of conversation because people like to talk about the things they enjoy. And they also like to learn about other people's interests. For example, we can say, "I read books in my free time. I watch movies. I play soccer, and sometimes I listen to music. No, we can ask about the other person's hobbies. What do you do in your free time? Or we can simply say, what about you? The other person answers, I'm interested in hiking and meditation. Now, imagine that you have been talking for about 10 minutes. It's time to leave. In this situation, it's better to end the conversation politely. For example, we can say, it was really nice meeting you. It was a pleasure talking to you. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. The other person will probably say something similar. For example, it was nice meeting you too. Take care. Goodbye. Now let's quickly review what we learned in this conversation. Hello, my name is John. I'm from Chicago, but no, I live in Boston. I am 20 years old. I'm a software engineering student. I want to learn new languages because I love traveling and meeting new people. In my free time, I read books, watch movies, and play soccer. Nice to meet you. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. It's that simple. You can have a complete conversation to introduce yourself and get to know other people. You don't need to memorize every sentence. You just need to learn a few simple sentences and slowly add new ones. The more you practice, the easier speaking English will become. Now it's your turn. I would love for you to introduce yourself in English in the comments. You can use the sentences we learned today. Or if you know other sentences, you can write those too. Also, let me know in the comments what topic you would like me to make the next video about. For example, English at a restaurant, English at the airport, English at work, or anything else. Write your ideas and I will make videos about them. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next videos. See you next time. Goodbye.